let's all go on mute and then say the prayer. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. So pranams to all the Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self, and let's offer our pranams to Sadguru Sri Prabhuji also. And with his blessings, let us start today the self-knowledge talks. Okay. So I trust all of us have heard the talks, and this time let us try a new approach. Straight away tackle with questions, see how we can. Namaste Sushma ji, welcome. So because they're quite small, these talks are quite small, so let us see how to tackle it. Okay. Nisha ji, namaste. Hi.
Nisha.
So first, the first question we have with us is, list the different contexts we use I in our conversations. I think almost every context.
Yeah.
Anything you want to share regarding that? How many times we say I?
I am sitting in a Zoom session now. I am answering the question now.
Correct.
Right.
Continue.
Continue. Each of you say something with I. Let's make.
I'm listening to everybody.
I'm hungry. I'm sad. I'm angry.
No.
I want to wash up.
Now. Just right now, what are you doing? You tell me.
Right.
I'm talking. I'm listening. I'm seeing.
Okay. Lakshmi ji, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Sheetal, Sushma. How many times we use the word I in?
I am listening.
I am listening. Yeah. So let us start with Sheetal, who said I am listening. So who is listening, Sheetal? Can you explain to us who is listening?
Yes, Purnamaji, you said something.
Yeah.
Double.
Who is listening?
All of us have to answer, not just Sheetal.
Yeah. So,
as a ego,
answer कर सकता है.
As a ego, Malti is listening, but as his self, totality listening, existence.
Anyone wants to answer that?
In case of listening, am I audible? Yeah.
You are audible, but a lot of disturbance.
From my end, it is.
Now it's okay. Now carry on.
Okay.
Sheetal ji की दो screen खुला है.
Never mind, Malti ji, रहने दो.
Listening is actually, when we think of listening, it could be the intellect. But that is what I think is listening is by the intellect. But it is happening with the light of the self. The intellect is illuminated with the light of the self, which is the light of the Atman. So actually the listening is happening because of the light of the self, but I think it is because of my intellect I'm listening, and I associate it with my BMI, which is not the truth.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anything else, Sheetal?
So through my sense organ, that is ear,
Head.
through my sense organ, that is the ear,
Hmm.
I assume that it is the ear is I'm able to hear through this ear, but this ear being a sense organ is actually powered by only the light of the light,
Light of
Chaitanya, or
self.
the consciousness, self.
Self.
So it is the totality which is actually participating in this listening event also.
Mhm. Anyone wants to challenge that statement? The totality is participating.
Totality could be in the sense these are the instruments, the intellect or the ears. So they become the part of the instruments for listening.
Hmm.
But the listening is happening with the light of the self, which illuminates the intellect. And then from the intellect, it is the brain or the ears, because they are also the instruments. Like a bulb glowing, but it is with the electricity. But the bulb not knowing that it is the electricity which is making him glow, it thinks it glows on its own.
Hmm. It thinks it glows on its own. Who thinks?
Okay. Yeah. In this particular case, it will be the intellect thinking or the ego, which takes the ownership of seeing or action. The seeing.
Correct. Yes, no? The ego takes ownership of seeing, listening, doing
Yes.
everything, and it doesn't give any credit to anything else.
Yes.
Yes, Purnimaji, correct.
Huh?
Yes.
Correct.
Ego. Ego takes the position.
Wrong association.
Correct.
Wrong association with
Hmm.
body.
Then there are similar questions here. List your temporary identities. So, what are the wrong associations we do on a regular basis? Right now, also, in fact, even as we speak, we have the wrong association. Huh? Every second of every moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrong.
I am a woman. I am a student.
I'm Madalasa.
I am answering this.
No, if I
I'm
identify with Madalasa, well and good. That also we don't just buy a letter Madalasa. That also we don't identify properly.
I am mother,
I'm
I'm wife.
Yeah.
I'm answering this question.
Okay, here is one interesting thought. In the middle of the night, if somebody wakes me up, what will I say? If somebody asks me, "Who are you?" What will I say in the middle of the night? You know, when
I will
wake
say
up?
my name only.
Yeah, it's my name.
That is the biggest
primary identity is the name.
identity. Carry on.
But so
For 1
strong.
minute, but for 1 minute, I will go blank actually. 1 second, I'll be blank. If I'm woken up from my sleep, I'll be blank. And then the thought comes.
Okay. So
And
the root of the identity now, I think we can trace back to the name we have been given. No?
yes.
Do we all
Yes.
agree with that?
Yeah, and
Name.
see, behind it, the thought I am woman is there, but until it is probed, I am a woman will not verbalize it.
Correct.
The verbalizing will be only for the name.
Correct.
But as Guruji always says, like how you know very well that you are a woman, like that you should know you are a Brahman. Like that I am a woman is, I think that is the root false pseudo identity.
Oh.
Then comes the name.
And
But we will not verbalize it.
Behind the name is the personality of a woman or the biological system.
The structure or the
All the
appearance,
rules.
I feel.
Physical
Appearance.
woman is there.
Which
All the
like
rules
are
I
right.
always identify. I look at, I look at myself, my body in the mirror, and then I always give name to this only.
Correct.
All the roles are associated with my being a woman. All the roles too.
Mother, wife, whatever.
Whatever. Sister, everything.
Yes. So what is our real identity? That is the only thing we have to talk about basically this whole talk. There's nothing else to discuss. What is my real identity? and how am I going to rewrite the wrong thoughts with the right thought? That is the only thing we have to talk about here.
Yeah.
And that is self-realization.
Yes.
Correct.
Disassociating with the false identities and identifying with the real one is the whole what is self-realization.
Real identity being the Atma, self, consciousness,
Awareness.
awareness, all that.
Unchanging reality.
Yeah, separate the changing and unchanging.
Unchanging.
That is also like dissociating.
Eternal Jivatma.
That becomes self-realization.
Eternal Jivatma. Explain, please. See, I got something to discuss. How is Jivatma eternal? You tell me.
It is unchanging.
Jivatma is unchanging.
Give me a moment. I'll come to.
Jayashri, give me the definition of Jivatma.
1 second. Sorry. Give me a moment. I will on my laptop, and I will close my mobile one. Some problem is there.
Lakshmi ji, you keep the mobile on until you switch on the laptop.
On ittirtini. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ minimize ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. Voice ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
Explain what is Jivatma and why is Jivatma eternal.
Ego, I am Atma. Okay. I am Atma. And Jiva is identifying with the BMI. Correct?
See, now you make a clear distinction between Jiva and Jivatma. Let us make, I mean, you per se, let us all make. Yeah.
Okay. Jiva is ego self. Jivatma is the Sakshi or witness, which is that Jiva plus Chaitanya or consciousness, the true self. Jiva will be the ego self. Jivatma will be Jiva plus Atma.
Jiva plus Atma, both.
Yes,
Jivatma. Jiva means only ego self.
See, when you're saying Jiva plus Atma, does Jiva ever have an
Jiva?
Can it be independent of Atma?
Jiva?
No. Yes. My question is, Jiva independent हो सकता है क्या?
नहीं.
So Jivatma क्यों बोलते हैं?
There like this, because Guruji, whenever he addresses, he always tells Jiva only. He never tells Jivatma. But in the earlier talks, he mentions Jiva and Jivatma both. But actually, that is something to probe. Jivatma is, we say Jiva plus Atma, but Jiva is always Jiva. Atma or consciousness is always ever there, everywhere. It is never separate. But the identification, not considering it, maybe that is why it is taken as ego self. When I when this self is unnoticed,
unacknowledged,
I mean not recognized, maybe that is the context how it is being used.
Why we use the how to distinguish between the
but in this talk Guruji explains that Jiva and Jivatma, ego self, he says that.
Correct.
But in nowadays future talks he says Jiva only, which is understood as Jiva with consciousness only.
BMI associated with self is Jiva?
Jiva. No, that's ego.
That is ego. I'm sorry. It is ego. BMI associated with Jiva is ego. Ahankara. Okay.
BMI associated with?
BMI associated with Tappa.
What is Jiva then? Jiva is BMI only.
Jiva is BMI only.
Jiva is BMI.
Ego.
Jiva and intellect powered by the self. Powered by the self.
See, according to my understanding,
Jiva and Jivatma will be same.
Correct. Okay. According to my, we should have to get this right. What is Jiva and what is Jivatma, and why are two distinct
two different names
are used? So the Jiva is that bundle of body-mind complex.
Yes.
That is just the Jiva with just the body-mind complex. Though it is powered by Chaitanya, that part of it is called as Jiva, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Plus Atma, when it is lighting up, then I think it is called as Jivatma, but it can never be without light.
Yes, it can never be without.
Only even when
Probably it was with the idea to make us understand how to separate the two, and that is why then going ahead, ego and the self was taken in. But this is just with the understanding, and as pointed out by you, like it cannot exist without the consciousness. It cannot exist. Jiva cannot exist.
Any contribution from others who haven't said anything yet?
बट पूर्णिमा जी, जीवा बोलने से ही तो सेल्फ आ ही जाता है साथ में. अगर हमने किसी को इंडिकेट किया जीवा, तो सेल्फ तो हिडन है ही वहाँ. जीवा सेपरेट हो ही नहीं सकता. कैसे उसको आप ईगो से भी कैसे उसको अलग कर सकते हैं? मुझे नहीं समझ आया.
हमको उसका अवेयरनेस है क्या?
Somebody is lifting the hand.
I don't have that awareness that that light is shining from behind this BMI.
Yes, Sheetal.
So, there is a concept, actually there is a prakriya which Prabhuji usually tells. It is the three bodies prakriya, wherein the society self, the child, the three childs prakriya. This Maltiji's question will get clearly answered if you apply that prakriya here. The jiva is identified with the societal baby, with the ego self, and then there is a pure self, that is the I. So this I is the background, that is the screen of everything. But you know, because of this identification with BMI, it would rather get disassociated. The intellect get disassociated from the Jivatma, which is the individual self as a thought and the intellect, and it thinks that I am the body, mind, and intellect. Therefore, this Jiva concept comes, which is a mithya.
So when you say as a thought, so it is an assumption.
An
then
assumption.
Only you can take it as, it thinks there is only this, I mean,
superimposition.
Not recognizing.
Superimposition, Satyaji. Assumption, anakinta superimposition. Ado what all it gathers, all that mass, it thinks that it is something else. But
covered.
At the background, as Maltiji is saying, Jivatma is the one which is powering the BMI, and Jiva is just an appearance, which is a mental formation.
So, extension of
mental
this.
formation of BMI?
BMI, the vasanas, the impressions.
Different identities, everything.
So, in extension of this, so now we say Jiva and Jivatma. So when the person dies, again there we say Jiva moves.
Jiva hoitu. Jiva
moves from that body in the subtle form. So then we ask the question whether that Jiva which moves, does it have consciousness? It is. With that power only it can move. Yeah. But in that body, gross body which has fallen, there also it says it is in a what is that
form.
Tat is there. Chit is not. The gross body without the prana shakti is sat, like any other rock.
Existence. Dead body exists. Yeah, exists. Yes.
So finally we will ask from our Madam Gayatri.
Oh, she's there.
Yes, sir. I think
light of the self.
Light of the self is there.
So light
everything.
On Jiva and Jivatma.
Nishaji is there, is it?
She has not such a nice question, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm around Sheetalji.
Okay.
Gayatri, for your question, no, this directly Prabhuji has given the answer in this talk, that Jivatma is I am.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't it? Did you all listen? All of us have heard, no?
Yeah.
I am is Jivatma, which is a pointer to the
pure awareness.
Original. But it is not the pointed. We shouldn't stop at I am. We
yes,
have to go
that
to
I am is always a thought only. Anything which comes is a thought only.
Because anyway, Brahman doesn't say I also, doesn't say I also, nothing. All
I
the
say
same
because I take this
by the Jiva
form.
The Jiva.
Okay.
But I know I am.
Of the
Is that also a thought? I know
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Yes.
It's an
Yes.
experience. It's an experience.
It is an
Again,
it
it's
is
a-
This Stella, when you shut your eyes in the middle of the night or on a dark night or when there is no light also, you know that you exist. No.
Yes, I know I exist.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
That is I and am. Yeah. Okay, here.
Gayatri, no, she was about to say something.
Gayatri, say something. Complete.
Hi.
Yeah.
Nice
Hello.
question. It's good, no? I'm listening.
Add something to it. No. Okay.
So, Jiva and Jivatma, it's the distinction is very clear. Jiva is BMI plus Chidabhasa. Jivatma, Chidabhasa, the reflected consciousness. Jivatma is BMI plus reflected consciousness plus original consciousness. That is the distinction.
Okay. So I always have this conflict, not doubt. I don't know. It's very hazy understanding in me. So this I am feeling, no, that pure I am feeling without addition of any upadhis, the name or form or anything. That is a Chidabhasa, right? The reflected consciousness only can say I am. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, no. So is that reflected consciousness, the pure thing, is that Ishvara?
Yeah, before identification, it is Ishvara. When it is identified, I think it becomes individual consciousness.
But it is what the others think about it. But it can be reflected only in an individual consciousness, no?
But the identification has not happened. But that happens within no time, like,
No. Let us forget about the identification part. Just the pure reflection in an individual, in that ghata. We have the Chidakasha and the Ghatakasha.
Purnima ji, the collective am, the collective am is Ishvara. You got it right?
Yeah. The Chidakasha is Ishvara, Ghatakasha is not Ishvara. Is that right? It is a reflection.
The Ghatakasha is the reflected conscious. Yeah, the reflection of consciousness. But as Satyaji is saying, when the reflected consciousness understands or it gets realized that it is the Chidakasha, it is Ishvara.
The moment the upadhis are lifted.
Yeah.
But before the upadhis itself, the pure I am, just when you shut your eyes and sit and just feel your existence.
You're right, Purnima ji. I is the Brahman, am is the Ishvara in us.
It is Ishvara only. That is what our sadhana is all about.
Sadhana is
to be one with
I am. Go to the I am.
To be one with. To be one with.
I am Amsha of Paramatma. Paramatmana Amsha. So I can feel it.
Jayashri, again we should not go to Amsha.
Amsha Allah.
Amsha Allah.
No,
okay.
not Amsha.
Chidakashadal matra ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ experience ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
See, without the upadhis, the reflected consciousness is nothing but the cosmic consciousness. Yes or no?
Yes.
Very
much.
Yeah. No, but there is one thing, the reflected consciousness, it exercises, it becomes a reflected consciousness because of the intellect, because of the instrument, which is intellect.
Correct. The mirror, yeah. Reflected surface, yeah.
You will be associating with something.
Each individual has its own intellect, could be very individual. My intellect would be different from somebody else's intellect. It from somebody else's intellect. So it is the reflected consciousness is fine. That is Ishvara. But when it falls on my intellect, which is my processing, then it becomes the Jiva. Then when it reflects on my consciousness, my intellect, which is my own
identity. Yeah.
Yeah, then it becomes my identity. Like I take it as mine.
No, that is fine.
Yeah, that becomes individual consciousness.
Just talk about without upadhis, without just the reflection in the first instance, without any of the
that is Ishvara only, because as we do this nididhyasa more and more, this individual consciousness merges with the universal consciousness. So for upadhi, when you consider it, it is Ishvara only.
No, it is not Ishvara, it is Brahman, because the upadhis come later. Huh? It is Brahman.
No, when I say Ishvara, universal consciousness.
No, Nishaji.
No.
Brahman is Keval I.
Yeah.
Keval, no.
So
wait. Look, I am getting tied up in my own words. Gayatri said I is universal and Am is Ishvara.
Ishvara.
Universal consciousness.
When you are in that without any upadhis, you are in that Brahman state only. Then only the amness comes, the Ishvara.
No, but I am, that is all, I mean, Satchit Ananda, the bundle is Brahman, no?
Brahman and I think Ishvara and
no,
Brahman.
That is the quality of Brahman. I mean, you know.
No. Quality means it can be added and removed.
No, what I'm saying is, how can we, I mean, it's a word.
Intrinsic nature. It
intrinsic
is always
nature. Because,
there, right?
Yeah. Prajnanam Brahman, you know, and we are comparing with Satchidananda. That way, that, what do you call, consciousness?
Yeah.
As that, when we wake up, that amness also is not there when you're in the deep, what to say, nididhyasa. Only that I is there. That will be Brahman. Then that expression of that will become Ishvara.
That is what is Am. When the Am comes, it is Ishvara.
Yeah.
Did we all get it, or are we still confused about it? Yeah,
still confused. Still confused.
Ishvara, that is, Ishvara, that is I am, is actually also a concept. When we realize Brahman, that is I, it will again become a concept. It will become a mithya. I mean to say, gradually. But we have to stick to this Ishvara because we have to, once the awakening happens, this mithyatva will also get transcended eventually. But yeah, that's what I have understood with Prabhuji's talks.
Correct. But first, let us get to Ishvara Bhava first. Nice.
Yes, definitely.
So final concluding statement ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ.
So
जी जो मैंने समझा है,
what we learned, हाँ मालती जी बोलिए.
मेरे अकॉर्डिंग ईश्वरा is absolute reality. Brahman is appears not a gross label में universal consciousness and me, I, you, जीवात्मा परमात्मा, जीवात्मा यू को बोलेंगे, appears reality.
Appearance of Brahman is Ishvara.
No. Ishwar is absolute reality and universal reality is Brahman.
No. Absolute और universal में फर्क क्या है?
नहीं ईश्वर देखिए,
सुषमा जी आप भी कुछ बोलिए ना.
ब्रह्मन इज appear, जिसको हम मिथ्या बोल रहे हैं ना अभी.
No, Ishvara is that Maya part comes for Brahman, and that's how the Ishvara comes.
Brahman plus Maya is Ishvara.
हाँ ये
Ishvara is the universal consciousness that is everything included. It is the projection of the Par Brahman, the Brahman. Ishvara, it knows everybody, whereas Brahman has got nothing to do with me. Brahman just exists. So the Ishvara knows everything. It knows me, you, and everything. Brahman has got nothing to do with it. Brahman is just the existence, the consciousness. Yes. But Ishvara is the manifestation of the Par Brahman, जिसे हम कह सकते हैं.
Correct.
Yeah, yes. Ishvara Anugraha is, as you said, the totality is the cosmic awareness, what you say, that is Ishvara, and his Anugraha is needed for us to understand the Jnana. But after getting that Jnana, as you said, Parabrahman is what we come to know. Yep.
So, can we summarize what we just discussed right now?
Can I give an example?
Yeah, please.
Purnima ji, Rajni ji was talking in terms of intellect. That's a good example. Maybe we can use that intellect here. So we'll visualize the ocean only. So when we go into the depth of the ocean, there is stillness, silence. Let's call that as I. The depth, the bottommost part of that ocean has nothing to do with the surface level. So it was still and silent, and then will just come from there. That's absolute reality, or we'll just call pure consciousness, pure awareness. That's the name. Then we'll come upwards. When I come upwards, if the bottommost is I come upwards, and then the am appeared, the self-awareness. Okay. Yeah. Now when the entire ocean is am, and in that entire ocean, waves started. Let us take each wave as an intellect. Each wave is one single intellect, which is the surface. So the am got a reflecting surface, and then the am became, each wave is a combination of am. I has nothing to do with this. Each wave is now filled up with am. And then the avarana, vikshepa, all that stuff happened. And finally, I am this wave has come. I am this wave. I is the bottommost. Am is the ocean. The entire thing is am. And then this wave has been added to that am. I am this wave. So that is how I understand this.
Yes.
So when the wave realizes the feeling of I am in the wave is nothing but that identity of the entire ocean, right?
See, the entire ocean is amness. The ocean is the universe. So the entire universal consciousness is the amness. And then starts these intellects. No, the minds. Yes. The minds appear, and that's the reflecting surface. So the am plus the mind become the jiva.
Yeah.
So the I am in the individual consciousness is nothing but the Ishvara.
Ishvara.
Yes.
Ishvara.
So easy, no, to actually connect with Ishvara. Just shut your eyes and sit. That's it. Actually, why don't we do that? No.
So
removing the upadhi.
As we dive.
Lakshmi madam, you don't have to do anything. We just close our eyes and sit and feel the I amness. That's it. And we are Ishvara. So fantastic, actually. I don't know why we shouldn't do that more often.
Context, as we dive very deep, then we reach that deepest level where it is just Brahman. That is what happens in Nididhyasa.
Yeah. All right. So we just understood what is Jiva and Jivatma. Clear, no? Jayashree, now? What is Jiva and Jivatma? Okay. Any confusion with anybody? What is Jiva and what is Jivatma? I don't think so. Lakshmi madam, Sushma ji है on करके गया वो बच्चे के साथ.
नहीं बैठी हूँ सुन रही हूँ.
So जीवा जीवात्मा का फर्क आपको किसने पता है अभी? I mean,
हाँ, गायत्री ने
हाँ, गायत्री जी ने बताया आपको,
एक्सप्लेन किया अच्छे से। हाँ
हाँ, ठीक है, okay, fine, all right. So let us move to the next specific question.
नहीं, पूर्णिमा जी, you have to ask Sushma ji to explain. You can't leave it like
वो
this.
हमारे वो मैडम बैठी है ना, वो नहीं छोड़ेंगी, आप बताइए फिर सुषमा जी, आप बोलिए. You know what, Sushma ji, unless you say, you will really not know. When you try to explain only, you will know how much we know actually, you know.
yes, I agree with you.
Yeah. तो आप बताइए, because हमको भी फिर से मनन होगा ना.
जीवा इंडिविजुअल सोल है और जो BMI से कनेक्ट होता है.
Okay.
और जीवा जो उसका खुद का कुछ क्या बोलते हैं, आइडेंटिटी नहीं है, वो बुद्धि से रिफ्लेक्शन, जब बुद्धि पे कॉन्शियसनेस का रिफ्लेक्शन को बुद्धि पे आता है तो जीव BMI से कनेक्ट होता है.
करेक्ट, चिदाभास.
और ये चेंजिंग है, मतलब हमेशा चेंज होता रहता है, कभी हम अलग अलग तरह से इसको आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं.
करेक्ट.
और जीवात्मा अनचेंजिंग है.
जीवात्मा अनचेंजिंग है, करेक्ट. सो जीवा और जीवात्मा का एग्जैक्ट कब ये ऐसा फर्क, कैन यू टेल द डिफरेंस, और टू टर्म्स में डिफरेंस आप बता सकते हैं क्या, जीवात्मा और जीवा?
सुषमा जी, जीव का आपने अच्छी तरह डेफिनेशन बताया है, लेकिन जीवात्मा का आप थोड़ा, जीवात्मा अनचेंजिंग बोल रहे हैं, वो ठीक नहीं है.
तो उसको उदाहरण से समझा सकती हूँ, जैसे तीन.
हाँ, बोलिए.
वही बेस्ट है.
जागृत, स्वप्न, जब तीनों अवस्थाएं, मतलब जागृत में हम अलग अपनी पहचान रखते हैं, स्वप्न में अलग, और डीप में कोई पहचान नहीं होती हमको. तो तीनों चीजों में सब अलग अलग हो रहा है, कोई भी कनेक्टिविटी नहीं रहती है इसमें. तो इसमें कुछ तो है जो मतलब हमको मालूम है कि तीनों अवस्थाओं में है कॉमन, वही जीवात्मा है.
हाँ, वो आप आत्मा के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, वो ठीक है. जो तीनों अवस्था में बैकग्राउंड में होती है ना कॉन्स्टेंटली, वो आत्मा है. लेकिन अच्छा, नहीं, क्वेश्चन ये है कि जीव और जीवात्मा का फर्क क्या होता है? आपने जीव का बताया है कि जीव बॉडी, माइंड, इंटेलेक्ट और जो रिफ्लेक्शन होता है, वो पूरा कॉम्बिनेशन, वो पैकेज जीव है.
जीव है.
वो ठीक बताया आपने. अब जीवात्मा का डेफिनेशन बोल दीजिए.
जीवात्मा
बहुत
मतलब
सिंपल है ना. जीव आपको पता है, उसको आत्मा डाल दीजिए ना उसके साथ, वो जीवात्मा हो गया.
नहीं, वो जीवात्मा कॉन्शियसनेस है जो सिर्फ है बस.
नो, आत्मा
हाँ, देखिए, बहुत सिंपल सुषमा जी, बहुत सिंपल है सुषमा जी. जीवात्मा क्या होता है? बॉडी, माइंड, इंटेलेक्ट और जो प्रतिबिंब होता है चैतन्य का, वो माने कि ये रिफ्लेक्टेड कॉन्शियसनेस और प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस, ये पूरा मिला के जीवात्मा होता है. जीवात्मा में आप प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस भी डाल रहे हैं.
तो कॉन्शियसनेस तो हमेशा रहेगा ही हर जगह.
नहीं, वो आप दूसरे लेवल से देखिए. ब्रह्मन के लेवल से कॉन्शियसनेस सभी में रहता है. हम अभी जीव के लेवल पे आके जीव के पोजीशन से बात कर रहे हैं, तो दोनों मिक्स मत कीजिए.
अच्छा.
ओनली रिफ्लेक्टेड कॉन्शियसनेस विद BMI इज जीवा. So BMI plus reflected consciousness plus pure consciousness is
जीवा.
That's it.
जीवा. अच्छा. Okay.
Subhlakshmi, Jayashree.
Yes.
Simple.
Yes.
Actually, it is very simple. घूम के full कचड़ा करके.
Crystal clear.
Good. Okay.
Gayatri's explanation is amazing.
नहीं, Subbalakshmi ji, just understand how many times Guruji must have told. So every word, everything, credit goes to. That's why I always tell that Mukam Karoti Vachalam. So it's only Guruji, nobody else, only Guruji.
I agree with you, but the thing is, Guruji has so much of contact and so much of your nearness to Guruji recording and all, listening, that manana has happened to you in such a way that anytime, any the kind of questions you will be able to answer. Such a big manana has happened. That's what I think.
And with you people here, a lot of manana is happening. That's why I attend all these classes. And today's discussion, Purnima ji has brought up excellent questions. Actually, I was supposed to go out. I'm sitting and listening. It's so interesting.
Okay, good. So explain your feeling deep inside that says, I am. Where is it coming from? Jayashree.
It is coming from deep inside me. Deep inside me, the unchanging I, unchanging feeling of I is just within me. It cannot be explained, but I know it is there. It is knowable. It is knowable, but I cannot explain, but it is deep inside me. I mean, I don't mean my body. Pratyagatma anta karibodu. Olagade. I know it. I know. That's it. It is unchangeable, eternal.
Antarjyoti, it is Bahirjyoti.
Antarjyoti, Bahirjyoti. Antaratma.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What are the issues faced with the wrong identification of self with the body? Body के साथ जब जुड़ जाता है आइडेंटिटी, क्या क्या होता है? क्या क्या गड़बड़ होता है?
बहुत दुख है, संघर्ष है, बहुत सोसाइटी में बहुत तकलीफ है, क्योंकि रॉन्ग आइडेंटिटी से हम भोक्ता भी है, इंजॉयर भी है।
नहीं मालती जी, स्पेसिफिक
सब अपने आप को मानते हैं, डुअरशिप।
मालती जी,
हाँ
मालती जी,
हाँ बोलिए।
विथ द बॉडी जब आइडेंटिफाई होता है, स्पेसिफिकली उतना ही बताइए। विथ द बॉडी जब आपका आइडेंटिटी जुड़ जाता है तो क्या होता है? बॉडी के साथ जब जुड़ता है, you give examples of how you identify with the body. कोई स्टेटमेंट बताइए, वाक्य, which says your identification with the body.
बॉडी, यदि मैं बॉडी हूँ तो बॉडी तो चेंज हो रही है।
नहीं।
हाँ
मालती जी, आप एक स्टेटमेंट बताइए which indicates that you are the body. अब कुछ बोलिए।
हाँ, क्योंकि मुझे बॉडी में पेन है, दर्द है शरीर में, मैं भोगता हूँ, वो शरीर है तो मुझे दर्द भी है, तकलीफ भी है, मेरी पहचान है, शरीर से मेरी पहचान है।
शरीर से कैसा है पहचान, वो है क्वेश्चन। Okay, if anybody can, I mean, yeah.
I am beautiful.
I am old. I am graying.
I have diabetes. I have diabetes.
Smile. Yeah. No.
I am limited.
I am
limited.
Isha, you are going into another territory now. It is not body category.
Okay.
Body
Not
is
body
only
category.
about that
When
body
with the
appearance.
body, when you're not able to do certain things, you feel
That goes
limited.
to the next level.
That goes to the mind.
That goes to the mind level.
Okay.
So the relationships also will be with reference to the
Body
body,
is
which is
strictly
very
with
much
respect
wrong.
to the physical appearance and looks and right.
So then
correct,
along with that,
correct.
the relationships also will be identified with the body.
In Subhlakshmi?
Relationships are also identified with the body only.
Relationships?
Like I am a mother to my son.
No.
Or that also is with reference to body.
relationship.
That will go to the mind aspect, I think,
Go to
like
the-
how I
नहीं
said.
नहीं, relationship body
से
body
Body
से
से
रिलेशन है, हस्बैंड वाइफ, मदर,
Yeah.
डॉटर,
That's what
son,
my
mother,
understanding.
हाँ, correct.
Maybe I am wrong. You can explain.
son,
Respect
father.
other body.
मेरे हिसाब से वो
But mind also participates
body से
there.
होता है.
Only body will not happen. Mind also participates.
With
Mind should
respect to other
observe.
bodies.
No, but
yeah, your
body also is
Body,
a
yeah.
part of it.
See,
If there is no
firstly,
body,
with
how the other one will
to-
identify?
with
And
the
moreover,
body, I am a woman iruttalva. So then I am a woman, then that I am a mother,
Somebody
all
is
this
a
comes, then mind also participates.
So
and
without the mind, the body is jada, na.
like body is the part body and other things is for identification for others to recognize us, for others to recognize us. That is the this one. But we are wrongly identifying with body, saying that yes, I am so and so, I am so and so. That I am so and so is maximum we are doing with reference to the body. Maximum. That's what,
Purnimaji, I have a question.
Tell.
I have a question. Doesn't in this aspect body and mind go closely? So now I'm saying I am ugly. It is the mind which is saying that I'm ugly. My body is ugly because body as per se is totally jada. It is the mind which gives.
No. We are not asking what is body saying. We are asking what is the identification with the body is saying. Identification of the body makes you say I'm ugly, I'm fat. It's all about the gross appearance. That's the only point here. That's all.
Oh, I am young, I am old, etc.
So the mind has to participate here. Without the mind, the body cannot express anything. Na? So
that is different.
Are required.
So it is mind identification only.
Conclusion.
Mind is identifying with reference to the body.
With the
body.
Correct.
With reference to the body, mind is giving the...
Correct. Perfect. Correct. So next we'll go to what are the issues when you identify with the mind. Who has to answer that?
मैं दुख भोगने वाला, मैं सुख भोगने वाला, मैं एंजॉयर हूँ, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, दुखी हूँ.
So all the emotions.
Can we say
emotions are associated with the mental
body.
state. Huh?
Emotions.
Right?
Yes.
Anyone wants to add mental state? There's a most dangerous kind of association, if you ask me.
Yes, that is the cause of all suffering. No?
Yeah.
So that is it. So I need to dissociate, even let it think, even if it thinks that I'm sorrowful, I can dissociate myself with it. I can see it watching. So when I see it watching, probably I will be dissociated with the sorrow. It will subside.
Rajni ji, who is watching?
The self is watching. The unchanging is watching the sorrow. And if I do not react, if I am disinterested, it ebbs, it goes down. So I do not become sorrow.
Rajni ji, the self is always disinterested, na?
Right.
So who should dissociate with the identification now?
Mind should mind and intellect.
Ego.
Yes.
Ego.
What is the ego if not a bundle of identifications?
Aham.
See, ego, does it have is it an entity by itself?
No, if there is no identification, there is no ego.
There is no ego.
So if
whatever we say, we are
happens, the ego drops.
Ego has two parts. One is the running part, which is the changing, and one is the unchanging. So when I am the pure one and drop the changing part, I am at peace, because that time there is no identity to it. So I am the pure self that time, but it is only my association with that which is the cause of the suffering.
Ego has two parts. ठीक है क्या रजनी जी? I mean, is
हाँ जी, वीडियो में it was very clearly mentioned कि ego होता क्या है. गुरुजी ने बताया कि जब हम changing और unchanging का association is the ego. So it is when you try to dissociate that, you are there. It is my, क्योंकि उसके बिना तो consciousness के बिना तो चलेगी नहीं गाड़ी. So what happens when I try to associate this BMI with the pure self? That becomes the cause of suffering. And the journey is to dissociate at every step. I have to dissociate. Who is thinking? What is thinking? Where is the root of thinking? And I need to dissociate myself from it.
Anyone wants to add anything to it?
Yeah, true.
Sublime.
When you say
smile, I can
dissociate, it
Then-
is just becoming a witness
Please
and
explain.
watching.
I have stomach pain. I have stomach pain. How do I dissociate myself from the suffering of the stomach pain?
Yes.
Can you explain? Can you explain to that? I have stomach
It
pain.
is the mind which is having the pain. Mind is experiencing the pain. The pain is in the physical body, which experienced by the mind.
Suffering.
So-
It becomes suffering, huh? When it goes to
Huh.
the mind.
Then it becomes suffering. So if I say, okay, hai, dard hai, even if it is a pain, so if I dissociate, it is a pain in the physical body. So the suffering would be, I can minimize the suffering, the pain would be there. The pain would be there. So the pain is there, but I can minimize my suffering.
Yeah, it's a very nice question. Good answer also. But I would like all of us to pitch in for that. Jayasree's question. If I have a stomach ache, how shall I dissociate myself from that stomach ache and minimize my suffering? Yes.
The body is having the pain.
Hmm.
Body is having the pain.
Hmm.
For which an action has to be taken. That means a treatment or whatever, tablet or whatever has to be taken. And the immediate action has to be taken. And and the pain, whether it takes time or it will go immediately, is next course of action. So, and at that time, our mind or the intellect should stop thinking about the pain. Then that is called, as Rajini explained, the suffering. If you go on thinking, I have stomach pain, I have stomach pain, I have stomach pain, so then that pain will continue. It will not go at all. So that body-mind association with the pain will be more and the suffering will be more.
But Subhlakshmi, when the pain is there, it's impossible to ignore it. Until
No, I'm not telling to ignore. I'm not telling to ignore.
No.
Pain will be there.
No, you take the
Action has to be taken for that. Pain, as a body, we have to bear the pain. And only thinking about the pain is wrong. What as Rajini explained. Thinking about the
I
pain
think pain-
continuously is wrong.
Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional, which you can reduce through
That
the
is
knowledge.
That is how Rajini was
Negation.
telling disassociate. That is the
Through
meaning of
negation.
disassociate for that. Huh?
Is it through negation? She is asking.
Is it through negation of the body? That I am not the body?
Body, you cannot say anything. For the body pain, I don't think we can say can just negate and leave it. I don't think so.
Yeah, because physically you cannot negate,
Yeah.
you have to,
Yeah, right.
because it's only intellectually you can negate.
That's correct.
पेन तब कम हो जाएगा जब इसको साक्षी भाव से देखेंगे तो शरीर में पेन ठीक है उसका जैसा सुबलक्ष्मी ने बताया ट्रीटमेंट तो करना ही है ट्रीटमेंट करना साक्षी भाव को देखने से वो पेन कम तो नहीं होगा लेकिन हाँ ज्ञान से उसको आपका बहुत ज्यादा जो सफरिंग वाला है पार्ट वो थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा वो साक्षी भाव से देखने से होता है
Definitely, the pain you'll reduce and you'll also get the strength with that Sakshi Bhav. So the suffering is less.
Are you convinced?
Who is asking?
Me.
You
have to
No,
जयश्री कम हुआ कि
I'm not convinced.
जयश्री कम हुआ कि नहीं
I'm not convinced.
पूर्णिमा जी आप ही आंसर बताइए ना.
No,
Jayashree,
this actually,
Let everybody answer.
this happens through our continuous nitidhyasa, that dissociation or separation or negation,
Shravana, Manana.
whatever. Because as everybody said, separating the body physically, it is not so easily done. But as I sit and I am watching the body, when I do that continuously more and more, then only I am the witness and the body is different from me. See, I am not saying it will happen to me also, because Guruji always gives the example of Ramana Maharshi. Pain happens in the body. Pain is there. When somebody asks, are you having the pain? Ramana Maharshi says, pain is there in the body. That means he has that it's not that we will reach to that state, but definitely we can do this looking at the body, and I am the witness or Sakshi the pain will be there, but we can avoid taking it as a suffering at the mind level. Oh, it's this my body, it has this pain. Oh my God, my body has this pain. If I keep on lamenting on that, the pain will be more, and at the mind level, it becomes a suffering to me. But definitely, I have to undergo this pain. And as Subbalakshmi said, the action will be taken, something will be done, and also mind will be convinced that okay, necessary action has been taken, the pain will come down.
And
Anything
one more
happening at
thing.
the body level. But
Yeah.
this with continuous nididhyasa practice only it happens.
It happens.
One more thing.
Want to say?
I just wanted to give my own example. I had undergone ankle surgery 2 times for both the legs, different times. Okay, between some years gap. So they were every time, and it was it took a lot of time to overcome. So then what happened? Everybody were asking, even after a few years or so, also, ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಕಾಲು ಹೇಗಿದೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ಅದ್ರ ಪಾಡ್ಗದು ನನ್ನ ಪಾಡಿಗೆ ನಾನು.
In fact, we do say this without actually, before getting this gnana also.
Yeah,
as Guruji always says, the deep feeling is always there within Anantara. We do say this.
Yes.
We have heard even so many elders saying this. When you ask any elder something about like this, ಕಾಲ್ ನೋವು ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪಾಡ್ಗದಿದೆ. So that deep feeling within ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದನ್ನೇ. They will always
by ignoring and taking action, and by taking action and ignoring, we give the pain less power.
Ignore alla.
Not
ignoring.
Not ignore the pain. Ignore the nagging thought in your head. Going back to the pain again and again. Don't give it strength by focusing on it more and more.
Don't give strength.
Ignoring the thought of pain. Ignoring the thought of pain. Yeah.
What, Sheetal? You're simply smiling from then.
No, I'm so I'm not. Am I smiling?
Yes, yes. That time you are smiling and smiling and smiling. Wow, these people are continuously talking.
No, nothing like that. Okay. The balance of knowing myself. Here, I would rather want to say that where is my awareness more? Is my awareness towards Satchit Ananda, or is it towards the suffering or the pain?
Yes.
And how much reality I am giving to the Satchit Ananda Swarupa, that is me, or the BMI, which is an appearance. This will act as a salt to the leech. When this who am I comes here, this self-inquiry, when it comes here, it will be the salt which we put on a leech, which will just leave the part of the body and it will just fall down. And and when we are doing this rigorously, and how deep this realization goes deeper and deeper into the Karana Sharira, all this reality what we are giving to this thought of pain would drop.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Beautiful explanation.
Yes.
बहुत अच्छा.
Guru Kripa.
Yeah. So what we need to do is nididhyasana. Rewrite the wrong thoughts with the right Brahma. Rewrite everything with Brahmakara Vritti. That's all. Our mind has to automatically go into Brahmakara Vritti. I am not this body. I am not the mind. I am Brahman. That's the only way. That's all that's been given.
It is like there is a pot which is having a lot of bitterness, bitter some portion in it. For example, a medicine. If we are continuously putting clean water in it, we don't need to do anything to just, the bitterness or the portion will go out by itself by pouring in the water. So how much concentration we are giving to Satchidananda, my Swarupa, is only our dheya.
Yes. Perfectly said. Correct. So constantly looking outwards is our own peril. We do that at our own peril. Constantly think of the body, think of the mind, think of the pleasures, think of the pains. That is the wrong habits we have to break and constantly go back to that I am Satchidananda, which all the Shravana Manana and all will help. Yeah, very, very well said. Yeah, very nice. So, explain the beginning of error or ignorance that I am the body, mind, and intellect. I think again and again we are going to the same thing, but still, when does it start?
Early morning.
When I get up in the morning, yes.
I am.
The first
Subbalakshmi ji, I think that was your, have you done any, yeah.
Purnima ji, this is the questions you had put individually, is it? This one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was the individual question. Huh?
I think so, yeah.
So this one, that error begins when the intellect is, although the light of the self is thrown on intellect, but intellect will again will be throwing the light on the rest, on the body, mind, and other things, and start thinking, intellect start thinking with reference to the body, mind. At that time, the error begins, and it is called ego. That starts with that. That is the beginning of the error, and it is called ego, and it will last more impressions in the memory. That is what Guruji had given the explanation for the beginning of the error.
Avarana and Vikshepa. Okay, I think nothing more you can add to that. So, who is the doer? I love this question. Who is the doer, who is the knower, and who is the enjoyer? I'll never be able to answer this to anybody's satisfaction. Can knower know the self? Who is the
मेरा क्वेश्चन है
बताइए ना.
Okay.
Who is the doer? जब हम अपनी आइडेंटिटी को बॉडी से जोड़ते हैं, मतलब उसका रेफरेंस बॉडी से करने लगते हैं, तब हम कर्ता बन जाते हैं. ठीक है?
हाँ, करेक्ट. हम कर्ता बन जाते हैं, लेकिन ठीक है क्या? कर्ता कौन है? बॉडी तो करता नहीं है.
बॉडी करता नहीं है. हम अपनी आइडेंटिटी को, ओरिजिनल आइडेंटिटी को भूल के अपनी आइडेंटिटी जब हम बॉडी, माइंड, इंटेलेक्ट से करने लगे हैं ना, तब जाके कर्ता बन रहे हैं.
करेक्ट. तो ओरिजिनल कर्ता कौन है?
कॉन्शियसनेस है, प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस.
प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस कुछ करता है क्या? वो सच्चिदानंद वो बैठा है, कुछ नहीं करता है ना वो. Always this question.
नहीं तो ऐसे तो फिर बुद्धि भी ऑब्जेक्ट है, तो वो भी से कॉन्शियसनेस से पावर लेके काम कर रही है, वो BMI से जुड़ती है.
We can only say the totality of the universe participating. Actually, none can claim doer, knower or anything. Totality of the universe. That's what Guruji actually finally says that.
Today,
consciousness also we cannot say doer, and also individually we cannot claim, but the totality participating in any event.
Light of the cell का reflection.
Totality of the universe.
Is it participating of its own will or what?
To that he also says there is no doer at all. It is only doing. Only action is happening. Also comes.
Yeah.
Today in the Sadhguru group you have written very beautifully, Satyaji.
Oh, I felt that today when he was explaining all that.
I thought so. I mean, the way you have written.
Yeah, spontaneous expression.
Yeah,
yes,
correct.
Yeah.
Such a nice thing. Today it was simple also. It was nothing, not much of data to remember. Previous two adhikaranas were something like more details were there. Today it was simple also to
understand.
I also found Brahma Sutra very little complicated. Like you need to understand.
Like see, when we explain, we will understand. But if I have to say it again, I may not be able to say all the details. Even by looking at it, I may not be able to say it. That way it is little.
Yeah, it's quite intricate actually. Woven, interwoven.
Very technical.
The response was very good.
It is sharper,
Satyavati.
sharper and sharper. Little shuttle.
But very nice. This is
Very nice,
actually
very nice.
very
But
much
Acha,
required,
it is
you know.
good to dissect it so much so that the dissociation is easier actually. When you dissect something to that level, no?
And how beautifully
So,
the
that
question
reality
comes.
drops away from it actually. Isn't it?
Actually, before he read out that question, no, what is that? Purva Pakshi asked this like that. I was about to, like, I had written down to ask the question. Why there is that temporary merger with the Brahman? Why, before I could, I usually ask in the end, no, but I wrote it down to ask in the end. Why
Your
the
answer.
temporary merging has to happen? Then that Purva Pakshi only asked.
Answers.
How beautifully the
Siddhanti,
minds will ask such questions. That is how it is designed.
Shankaracharya has already
That question has come to the Purva Pakshi. Why the temporary? And that is so beautifully explained, how you go to the Brahman every day in the deep sleep.
Yes, simple.
So, why do you go, Andre? That is my taurmane.
To take rest.
For some why actually there is no answer even here also. Why there is a kalpana for Brahma? Why he has to dream? No answer. Ade tarane. For
And
why?
who is the doer? Who is the karta? Nobody is doing anything. Everything is just happening.
Happening.
They
Everything is done.
Cases. It is not a noun. Life is not a noun. It's a verb.
Verb.
Yes.
But I think this will not be told at the basic level while giving this.
We are all very advanced.
At the basic level, we will tell.
Basic
it's the
level
totality.
में, correct. Totality. Basic level में ये proportion नहीं है.
That is the general people. General,
yes.
God is doing everything. God is not doing anything. It is all simply happening. As if the river has got a brain that I have to flow. No, it is just flowing.
Because he shows that one video.
Guruji
shows that one video, no, that coffee making. So there actually he doesn't say that nobody is doing. There actually it is like totality participating. So that is the first teaching given, basic level.
Ishvara.
Totality, yeah.
Then what's the next question?
Common question.
Question.
Some common question.
No, there are two.
When does the
what is that?
Of the self?
One you have we have my question you have left.
Wait.
मेरे
Actually, we have covered it also a little bit. That is identification with intellect. What is the ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. So intellect is actually, because it is a decision making, I may go with the wrong decisions when I identify. Simple example, I fight with my husband and I will be thinking I am a wife. So I make a wrong decision. But when I don't identify as wife, and my intellect will give me a very good decision to end the fight. Same thing, even that coffee or eating anything, decision making will be sharp when I don't identify with this. Intellect will be sharpened when there is no personal identification.
Intellect is sharpened when there is no personal identification. Just pure intellect.
Andre, along with the role. See, I identify the intellect with the role. I mean, role means, see, everything BMI comes in all aspects. So I am the wife, so I have to do this. I am right. All this I keep on nagging. But once I dissociate there, I give a very, okay, this is happening, this is it. I give this is the decision I'm making.
Okay.
And Guruji also gives this another thing, no, about the diabetes. I know I should not eat sweet. So there also decision making will play a role.
Satyavati ji, in your question, you have asked what is the changing and unchanging?
Changing is BMI only, ego.
What is unchanging?
I, only I.
So other problems that come with the association of the intellect is, according to me, very, very strong, very, very damaging things is a feeling of guilt. Yes or no? That feeling of guilt can be very detrimental to one's progress in life. That comes with association with the intellect. Yeah.
Intellect, huh?
Ah.
So again, see, when we say intellect, again, their mind only comes, because
mind and
the
intellect
feeling of guilt will be worrying upon that, and that worry is again related to the mind. So ade ellanu ottige irutte. You cannot separate out. In the mind, all the four aspects come.
Man, buddhi, chitta, ahankara.
Mind is the one which takes the inputs.
Few examples.
No. To be very distinct, the mind is the instrument which collects the information from the senses and gives it to the intellect. The intellect does the churning and says.
Intellect is the decision maker.
Decision maker.
Take a call on that. Intellect takes the call on.
Intellect takes the call.
So when you say guilt, that intellect here may be always saying, giving a, I mean, like a decision andre, okay, you are the one responsible for it, like that. It is always giving that decision, making the mind to worry again and again.
To come out of that, I tell it the guilt one thing. To come out of that, Guruji said beautifully. So what he was telling is, live in the present. Worry is, past is the worry and future is imagination. So in that case, and one more thing he said, what has to happen will happen. Whether it is, you may be, at that particular time, you may be reason for that happening. That's all. But that is the way it had to happen. That whatever had happened, that is the way it was supposed to get happened. So it has happened. So for that again, you need not go on feeling guilty. That is what Guruji
Just now we concluded, no, there is no doer. Everything is spontaneously happening. So where is the question of feeling,
That's what you are telling. Guilty. You said guilty, no?
Correct. So that is the.
That Guruji have given explanation.
That's the, correct. You are right. So that's the line of thinking we should adopt. That immediately understand that who is the doer.
So Purnima, when you say the guilt, the perfect example, so to overcome that, so it is dissociation has to happen. That again through Gnana, understanding.
Only through Gnana.
Actually, I just want to share this. A few years back, I think I had just started with Prabhuji and I was facing some issues and some serious, I can say, this is a very personal issue, a serious quarrel or fight happened in the family. And at that time, I had not got this knowledge, whatever is, but only thing that he always was saying, no, Nanu Nanembudu Nanalla, Dehamana Buddhi. And actually that was going on repeatedly happening in the mind. But when this happened, I, as this wife role or as a woman or as Satya, that identification was so strong. So when somebody says something, I will also give back. I don't want to lose the fight or I don't want to give up my dominance or anything. And it was going to turn into a very serious thing. And just then I didn't know the deeper aspect of it or meaning of it. I am not this body. I am not receiving this. The mind is not receiving this. This is told to the body and mind. I am not that. On the surface level only, I was just going on saying this and it calmed down the situation and I just kept myself, and that ended in a very, from my point of view, I mean, the other side, they were not happy or anything, but I was able to calm down a lot, which actually stopped a very serious thing which would have happened. So even at that level only, it was just very 1 or 2 months only that I had come to Guruji.
Very nice. Very good. Yeah.
So that is what happens. So now with so much of understanding and all that, to recollect or go back is actually not very difficult.
True.
Because at that time, nothing was there for me. Only
initially
was telling, no, don't do that as a chanting. It is not a japa. But I really did it as a chanting only, as a japa only. But it helped me.
It's a Guru mantra.
Definitely it purifies the mind a lot.
Happening, you know.
That's the basic mantra. Basic mantra which we apply.
That's
the
really
ತಕ್ಷಣ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕನೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, apply it all the time.
Yes.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Even though it may look like on the surface level, but it does help.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
of course it
Yes.
does. Nisha, you were saying something?
No, I was talking about what Satyaji was saying, her mind calmed down and all of that. It is the samskara. Like today, I was also asking Guruji that question. You know, the difference between samskara and vasana. You know,
You only asked, no?
because it is the samskaras which end up as vasana. So I was wondering whether certain things are coming up as vasana. No, samskara, like say angry person, and you've been angry for quite a few lifetimes, that is the samskara. Even in this lifetime it will come up, which is the result of the samskara. So you can change that samskara with this knowledge now, knowing, okay, it is coming up as vasana, so let me change, let me not get angry, you know. The samskaras can be changed.
Okay. So, whatever, I want to say something. Yeah, with this Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and with this Jnana, I think I am speaking for all of us when I say that the frequency of getting upset has come down with all of us. No, the frequency with which we react or we respond unnecessarily and all, that has come down, isn't it? Can we all agree with that?
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
And intensity has come down. Intensity of emotions, the strong dislikes and strong likes. I think all that has reduced quite a lot.
Reactions are
Becoming
less
more and
and we are
more
more peaceful.
And intensity has come down, definitely.
Yeah.
And the last thing is the recovery time has reduced.
Yes.
You're upset, but you come back to your normal state very faster than usual, than earlier. So this is fantastic progress, actually. This is enough to make our lives smoother and healthier, isn't it? So nanu nanalla. It has to be a mantra. It is the Guru mantra. Never mind if you chant it, but it will come to our rescue when we need it.
Even though there may be some forgetfulness, or even though you may drift to that role as a woman or a wife or whatever, but very soon we can get back to the self.
Yeah, I think more or less we have covered everything for the day. Are we happy with the progress?
Yes.
Yes, very nice.
Some common questions were there, no, for discussion.
There are two
I
common
think we have covered it, Satya. No?
What
Does
is
ego take
self-realization?
position of self? Adayitu. Early morning. Aitu.
What is self-realization?
Adu aitu. Ella
Same
node
things are like mishmash again. 2-3 questions are there. Never mind. I think we are good. So shall we conclude for the day, people?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can take 3 also, no? 3 talks also we can cover, I think. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ same similar content similar irutte. Continuation.
The next 3
time
talks.
nodi.
Yeah.
Looking at the time, up to 1 hour we can go. I mean, the total time of the talks, up to 1 hour we can go, I think. Agalva?
That is what we were doing for Tattvabodha, right, Sheetal?
This is actually 35 minutes, I think, total.
That's all.
25 plus 10.
24 and 9, yes, 35.
Almost 35. 50.
It's 1 hour, right? 4:30 onwards.
45, 50 ವರೆಗೂ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು.
Yeah, I will
2 or 3
and we will decide. Okay, shall we conclude with the prayer?
Yeah.
Yes.
अंतर्ज्योतिः बहिर्ज्योतिः प्रत्यग्ज्योतिः परात्परा ज्योतिरेव ज्योतिः स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिः शिवोऽस्म्यहम् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु हरिः ओम तत्सत् श्री गुरुचरणार्पणमस्तु. All right, I will just have a look at the other talks and